Hi everybody, thank you so much for viewing my channel. I appreciate it. My name is Marcy. I'm a resume writer of 30 years. Today I'm just going to give you a quick do's and don'ts tutorial of what to do in resumes now that we are using the ATS platforms, which I will be doing another video about to give you all the details about that in case you don't know. A couple quick do's and don'ts are definitely use keywords on your resume now. Keywords are words that are aligned with the specific position that you're pursuing. So if it's they want someone in sales, you would talk about your relationship building, your account management experience, anything to do with generating sales and meeting KPIs and bringing in revenue for the company or the division or the department that you are going to be working for. So keywords are very important now because the ATS systems, the applicant tracking systems, that's what they're going to look for to pluck resumes out of the system so that the hiring managers and recruiters can see them. So make sure you have keywords on your resume that match the positions you're pursuing. Another thing is a don't, and we don't use all caps anymore. It seems like someone's yelling at you if you use all caps in a resume, and even for headings, you could make the fonts bigger or in color, but to emphasize them. But you don't need to use all caps. It's not something that professional resume writers do anymore. We don't use graphics too much either. There are specific situations where it would be okay, but it's very rare now because the applicant tracking systems don't read graphics, they read data and text. So limit those and ideally don't have any graphics on there. You can make your resume eye-catching by using color on headings, like a nice blue. Don't use red, that's a sign of anger. So use blue or a nice color for your headings, your demographics, and things like that. And you can use bold, also in there to show off the headings and to separate them from the rest of the context. No unexplained gaps. If you have a gap, that's fine. We all have gaps. I mean, and sometimes we're not consistent. So if you have a gap in your employment, simply, give a couple sentences of why the gap is there. If you were taking care of children, if you were taking care of a loved one in your family, if you were out on medical leave, whatever it was, why you had a gap, make sure you explain that if that's going to be on your resume. Another thing is we don't really use months anymore. So when we say, oh, I worked at ABC Inc. from January 2022 to October 2024, now we just put 22 to 24. It streamlines the resume. It's better for applicants because it shows less of gaps because you're putting the years only that you work. So if you work 10 years for a company, 2010 to 2020. If you worked a year for a company, 2019, 2020. But we really don't need to put months. You can get away with just putting the years now for all of your experiences. And then, keep in mind the most important thing is to have the keywords, and it has to be professional. There cannot be any grammar deficiencies. You must have it spell checked, grammar checked, and that's really, really important to that. Some of them won't even be looked at if they see any kind of deficiency in that. So those are 5 things for now. There's a lot more I want to tell you. I'm going to be doing more videos on the applicant tracking systems, how they work, and a lot of different topics, job searches and interviews and things like that. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I will be providing more information regarding the applicant tracking systems and how that works and how your resume can get plucked out of the system by being an effective, professionally written resume. Have a great day.